Stanislav, I'm an interior designer and I don't have a lot of achievements. I have a couple of projects that I did throughout my career. I'm curious, is there any visa for me to get to the US and continue my career? Today, guys, you will learn the answer to this question and also how to get a free evaluation of your case if you are an interior designer. Let's go! Hello, my dear friends. My name is Stanislav Shamayev. I'm a licensed business immigration and corporate attorney in Miami, Florida. Today, we're discussing the topic of how interior designers may get O-1B visa and come to the States and continue with their careers. So if you're watching these videos, you are likely from this industry or something close to this industry. What else could it be? Architects, the graphic designers, the IT people, and things like that, right? When you have some visual representation of your work. So make sure, guys, that it's very important that you understand that we are talking about O-1B visa. And today I'm going to explain to you that if you have at least one very good project in your career, the finished project, that could be enough for you to get the talent visa O-1B. And let me explain why. And it's probably going to be really easy when you get to the last point of this video. First of all, Stanislav, I'm not talented. I'm not talented, I don't even want to know about O-1B, maybe EB2 or EB3 through the PERM, labor certification. Let's talk about this. We can talk about this, of course, those are viable topics, but guys, do not disqualify yourself from O-1B, because realistically, a lay person, just average person, cannot assess his or her eligibility for one visa or another. Okay, only experienced attorney can. So that's why you're watching this video. Now, how do USCIS measure the talent? Because this is very subjective. I think you're talented. Someone says you're not talented. Your mom says you're not talented. Stanislav tells you you are. Well, who are you gonna believe? Of course you're gonna believe Stanislav, because I have the experience and knowledge about that. And how do we measure that? Well, there are 6 criteria in O-1B, 3 out of which we need to prove to show that you have talent from the standpoint of immigration law. Let's discuss those criteria in short. And you must watch this video right here to learn more about the depth of those criteria. Today I'm gonna go shortly about them just to remind you or to teach you the first main things about that visa. So the 6 criteria are your commercial success, the press about you, media about you and your projects, the recommendation letters, your critical and leading role, your participation in prestigious events, and commercial success or critical acclaim of your work. Okay, so we have 6 criteria. But Stanislav, I heard that you talked about 7 criteria on your stream on YouTube on Thursday. Yes, sometimes I say 6, sometimes I say 7. Why? Because technically it's 6, but there is the 7th one alternative that we sometimes use to add more things to O-1B. Now, let's discuss them in short. So first we're going to discuss the 2, I believe, the most amazing criteria in the whole world. And this is the critical leading role and participation in prestigious events. And these are the only 2 criteria in the whole galaxy where we need to prove not only the past, but also claim the future. And you're like, what? Exactly. Exactly. I'm still sometimes get confused what they want from us, but you know, with experience we kind of have a good ground that we stand on. So the past of the critical leading role in a company with distinguished reputation is not a big deal, right? So you work in a company that has good reputation in the field, you do important things for them, especially if we can measure it with money. And voila, we have critical role in the past. But how do we show the future? Well, you need to know where and with who you will be working here in the US, or maybe outside of the US if we do your O-1B properly. And those companies must have also good reputation. Right? So we prove the past and we claim the future. The prestigious events, let's say your work has been exhibited in a museum, in the gallery, in a city hall, on the walls of Midtown, whatever that is. If you are an artist, if you're an interior designer, that's the main topic today, right? So maybe your work has been exhibited in the magazine, the professional magazine, or some famous company got your design and started doing the rooms, the ready rooms to go. Many examples could be of that. So in the past, that's totally fine. But how are we going to prove the future? Same way. We need to know what kind of events you will be participating in the future. Maybe some competitions, maybe you know that you will be exhibited in some magazines, some galleries, or in some production, or some expo. We need to know that, right? So those two criteria, a little bit weird, right? But we know how to work with them. Number 3, press about you or your projects. That one is easy. Give me a few articles in the press about you and your work, and that should be good. Recommendation letters, the easiest criterion in the entire world, okay? Among all talent visas. Give me 15 of those, 1-5. Then commercial success, you get paid above the average in your field, and you pay the taxes on that. It's wide payments, okay? Not under the table, how many of you like to do. So we need to have all that paperwork to prove your commercial success. How much more? If we start with 30% more than average in your geographical location, in your city, that's a good start. And among your professionals, okay? Similar professionals, interior designer. And then critical acclaim of your work or commercial success. So if you created a room to go for this brand and they sell it and they make money, that's commercial success. Okay, or it could be commercial success. Or if critics, the expert in the field, say, hey, John has done a great job on these rooms to go, and they're really good taste, colors, minimalism, good style, and things like that, right? So that could be either or. I'm gonna prove it to you that one good project sometimes is enough to get O-1B. But before we get down to this, guys, get through the free evaluation process to know if you have the case, what criteria you will satisfy, and whether you have the potential to get your approval within 6 months. All that is included in the link below this video. Click on the link that says free evaluation. Fill out the form. Within 2 days, I'll get back to you with free analysis, everything I mentioned, and if I see that you have that potential, I will invite you to the complex immigration planning, where I will build a written winning strategy for your case within 2 phases. That's the second step. The third step, you need to hire myself and my team to start working on your case to get the chances of approval above 90%, which is really big. Now, how can you get O-1B with one good finished project? Let's analyze. Let's get back to these rooms to go. I just like this example because it's a good representation of what I'm trying to prove to you. Now, you created the design of rooms to go, and this brand sells it as if it's theirs. But nobody's denying that's you. Nobody's denying that. So first of all, you played a critical role in this company because now they make money on that design. Number 2, that design is displayed on expos, journals, marketing materials of that company so they could sell them, right? That's the participation in prestigious events, all right? And both of those in the past. Of course, we need to understand what you're going to be in the future, but the past is more important at this point. Number 3, you got paid for this project. And most likely the payment to you is higher than they would have paid to a regular professional in the field. Number 4, press wrote about this project or they will write about this project when you start using our vendors, the PR agencies. They're going to help you out. Number 5, you get the expert recommendation letters from people who can objectively assess the professionalism in your work. And of course, if you work with a good brand and you got a good project, people is gonna give you good reviews. And number 6, that company makes money on that design. So now they have the commercial success, and that's the 6th criterion. So now you guys can see that with one good project, and you can relate it to art, and blogging and influencing, and the modeling and fashion and the beauty industry, right? All that fall within those 6 criteria. And the last thing that you need to do is either have an employer in the US or claim your own company as your startup employer and have that new startup sign the petition. Now, what you need to do? What are the next steps? Well, first of all, the free evaluation. Then complex immigration planning for the written strategy. Then start working with my team and myself. For the next 6 months, we're gonna improve and describe your petition, and we're gonna get it approved in about 6 months. With expedited decision making, it's 2 weeks, and then 2 months for the visa process, okay? So it's about 8 months from the beginning till you get the visa stamp on your passport and being eligible to get in the US and start working. Smash that like button if you liked my video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also comment, write questions. I also have Telegram, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and other social media platforms where I post unique content. My name is Stanislav Shamayev. I'm a lawyer of the future. Your future begins here. Good luck.